When the Aosu WRM was released, it became an instant main for almost everyone who purchased it. But very recently, the YJ MGC 4x4 was released for more than half the price of the Aosu, and some say it's even better than the Aosu. So today, I'll give you a comparison between the Aosu WRM and the YJ MGC 4x4. Starting off with its feel, the Aosu has a nice and smooth feeling. The cube felt a little blocky out of the box, but after loosening and lubing the cube, for some reason it felt much more rounded off and much less blocky. For the MGC, the cube felt a little sandy out of the box, but after breaking it in, it went completely away, and now it feels pretty much as smooth as the Aosu. It does feel a little blocky however, and unlike the Aosu WRM, it's not something that could be fixed with tensioning and lubing. Overall, I much prefer the feeling of the Aosu WRM. On the topic of turning, although I think the MGC has good turning, I do think the magnets are getting in the way of the flow of my turning just a little bit. Basically what I'm saying is that the magnets are not exactly strong, but are much more noticeable compared to when I'm turning the Aosu, which could be a good thing for some people, but I prefer magnets that are much more subtle and less noticeable. For corner cutting, the Aosu WRM can cut 45 degrees in some places, even a little past 45. For the MGC on the other hand, can't corner cut as well as the Aosu, and corner cuts a bit under 45 degrees. Both cubes do require the same amount of force to corner cut. For some people, seeing that my Aosu can cut 45 degrees might come as a surprise. Some even say that the main problem they have with the Aosu is the corner cutting. And that was me at first. But seriously, when you loosen the cube, the corner cutting becomes amazing. But you are sacrificing something, and that's popping, which pretty much is my only complaint with the cube. Luckily, it's not a big issue at all, and I'd easily sacrifice rare popping for better corner cutting. The MGC 4x4 also has popping issues. However, the pops result in external pieces falling out, while the Aosu affects only the internal pieces. For the Aosu, when the cube pops, the internal pieces don't really fall out, but they just stick out, and with time and practice, it'll become much easier to fix the pops. And for the MGC 4x4, the external pieces just fall out like a normal pop. Now keep in mind, these pops are very rare, but in my opinion, I think the MGC pops are much more manageable compared to the Aosu, since sometimes they can be hard to fix. Another thing that affects me a lot is its size. Now the MGC is 66mm and the Aosu is 59, and let me tell you, it's a big difference when holding it. When holding the MGC, it feels a significant amount bigger than the Aosu. It feels a lot more satisfying and comfortable when using the Aosu, especially on 3x3 stage. Now I don't think my hands are any bigger or smaller than the average hand, I think. So maybe this could be something you should consider. Just a short side note, the stability in both these cubes are pretty much perfect in my opinion. And yeah, nothing really more to add to that. Now, based on this comparison, it's pretty obvious that I much prefer the Aosu WRM. But something I didn't mention is that the Aosu is more than double the price of the MGC. So there's two ways you can go. An expensive cube with the best performance, or get it half the price with a little worse performance. I say that if you're trying to get into 4x4 or looking to get your first 4x4, I recommend the YJ MGC 4x4. But if you're serious about 4x4, I recommend the Aosu. Also, if you don't like setting up cubes, I'm almost certain the MGC would be better for you. Now before you buy either of these cubes, make sure you watch some other reviews, because some people might have completely different opinions than me. Anyways, that's all I have for this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and follow me on Instagram at CADTheCuber. Thank you for watching guys, bye.
Bye.